Let's check the Kiperina kit. I haven't read it before. Live react, okay? Now, star 6 star insight, the child of dawn. I1, when allies consume Eureka, gain inspiration. And there it is. Impromptu. Ezra who? Toothfairy Euphoria who? Impromptu. The GG, I guess. The last piece. When the amount of crits reach a certain amount of crits reach a certain amount, increase self Eureka. Well, is this like from the team, like people critting? Can the impromptu crit work as well? Maybe. So increase self Eureka. Start vomits. Okay. At the end of the turn, receives Aurora Crown based on the amount of Eureka spent by self and the amount of overflowing Eureka this turn. Overflowing. So is it like 1-1? So let's say impromptu is doing like, and it crits every time. For every crit, she's getting 1 Eureka. That's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. That's why it's talking about overflowing. So she has like like a counter, internal counter to check like how many overflowing Eurekas. That's insane. At the end of the turn, it receives Aurora Crown. And we'll see what it is after. I'm gonna finish reading. I2, increase attack. I am telling you, something that I want from my bingo card for 3.0 or whatever big update. I want I2 to be meaningful. Am I asking too much? Can we get something not completely useless on I2, please? It's been 2 years. Can we not? Can we stop doing with like +8 attack? Who asked? That does nothing. Nobody cares. Can we do something? Even like one more passive, one more like buff. You know? I don't know why it's so wasted. Maybe we'll make the characters insane, but I don't know. I3, when entering battle, increase self Eureka. So it's gonna come in with like, I don't know, 2 or 3 Eureka. At the start of the turn, dispel control on all allies. Dispel control what? Control debuff? If we're like whatever, stunned and stuff. She throws the attack resonance build out the window. Yeah, we'll see. So she automatically, at the start of the turn, automatic dispel of control. Jesus Christ, okay. Automatic every turn. Disgusting. And consumes as much Eureka as possible to release everything in surroundings. What is every... Oh, this S2. Okay, so at the start of the turn, dispels control on all allies and consumes as much Eureka as possible, which again works well for impromptu, to release everything in surroundings. This happens every turn. Okay, we'll see what it is later. Now, what is Aurora Crown? Aurora Crown is at the start of the turn based on the stacks of Aurora Crown on self. So she gets multiple stacks depending on how much Eureka and overflowing Eureka. Bunch of Aurora Crown stacks. Based on how many stacks, either receives damage dealt bonus, so a buff to her, increase inspiration on all incantation, or converts overflowing crit rate on impromptu incantation into crit damage this turn. So she works very well with Barcarola. She's made for like Barcarola specific, like, well, not specifically, but there's extra synergies because Barcarola is giving crit rate and damage constantly. What does this mean for like either recedes? Like what? Oh, you know what it could be? 2 stacks of Aurora Crown, buff. 4 stacks, inspiration of all incantation. Thank you for the follow, Birbo. 6 stacks of Aurora Crown, converts overflowing crit rate impromptu incantation into crit damage this turn, I guess. So you really want to get her to have as much Eureka as possible constantly. It's so good because consuming all of her Eureka allows you to not consider her an option when casting Bark Assault and deciding who you want to pull into quartet. Yeah, sure, as well. So this is pretty good. Obviously, in-game is going to be very important, because like when you are in game, you get the feeling of how everything flows together. Something that you might not be able to theory craft on the kit. Like how much Eureka can we get while we're actually playing? We'll see. All right, so S1, the vast everything. Mass, we're going to the skills. Now, the everything in surrounding things gets cast by I3. Well, we'll try to remember it. S1, mass mental damage to enemies after attacking. Consume Eureka to increase the number of attacks of impromptu incantation this turn. So her cards are actually improving. I don't know why. It's a personal feeling for like stuff that it's fun to me. I always like when there's more attacks for impromptu. Any card that increases the number of attacks, I pog the fuck out. I was like, oh, let's go pog. I like that. Even though maybe they deal less damage, but if they do 10 attacks instead of 5, it feels cooler, you know. That said, okay, pog, straightforward. S2, everything in surroundings. A mass buff gives stackable shield to all allies. Oh yeah, sure, because if you're actually using Elona Rider, so if you're actually using if you're using her as a fourth slot, she needs to sustain in a certain way, somehow. So I guess that's how. Give stackable shield to all allies when actively releasing. When actively releasing. So when you are casting it yourself, like you press the card, is that what it means when actively releasing? Increase the multiplier of the shields. All allies with shields increase crit rate and damage dealt. Okay, so even though you might think that all allies with the shield increase crit rate and damage dealt, you could be like, okay, but I don't give a fuck about their damage. We're playing impromptu. That doesn't mean anything because impromptu is going to siphon these buffs from the allies and make it itself like a portion of it, or at least, so it's not completely wasted. But maybe you could. I wonder if you can use it anywhere else, but it's still pretty good. Hello, gamers. But yeah, busted impromptu already unit. So I wanna know how much you need for I3 to cast this. Is it every turn regardless? At the start of the turn, dispel control and consume as much Eureka as possible to release everything in surroundings. So you're gonna get like stackable shield automatically every turn. Is this the impromptu shielder version of Fatutu? This is the impromptu shielder version of Fatutu. It's like a shielding Fatutu that works well in impromptu, basically. That's fucking ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Allies with shield increase crit rate. Okay, ultimate. We still haven't read the ultimate. XD. Gives all enemies cosmic radiation. Dispel everything. Negative status, stats down, and control on all allies. So it's like it's a purify. Like, by the way, get with the new times. All the woman hag tooth fairy. What do you mean crit to dispel? The future is now, all the woman. On all allies and increase inspiration on impromptu incantation this turn. So it's like a +8. So it's what's cosmic radiation? Decrease damage resist and crit resist. So you debuff every enemy with they take more damage and they crit. It's easier to crit on them. Then dispels, then purifies everything guaranteed on all allies and gives probably +8 inspiration on impromptu. Yeah, it's always +8, but I wanted to say it out loud. Okay, and we don't even know what the portraits are, and she's still like broken. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to pull her, right? Or at least try to. I mean, we have to. It's too important of a character to not have, at least for the impromptu stuff. And like, if I don't get her there, like, where am I gonna get her? It's gonna be kind of a problem, you know. I am kind of cooked, yes. I don't know what's happening on the limited patch right after. I'm gonna have to pull some luck here because I can't spend on CN. I don't know what to do. She completely solves the 401, like completely. Yeah, because of the automatic dispel. Yeah, so like guys, if you're having troubles for 400, don't play it until 2.7. Yeah, and then you can shit on it, to be honest. Like, why bother? The dispel is useful for all. Yeah, so cosmic radiation is it makes it easier for you also to crit them. Wasn't it something that was like this? So I1 is benefiting from cosmic radiation as well, because when the amount of crits that anything does reaches a certain amount, you increase of Eureka. So ultimate, you kind of want to do the ultimate the moment, like, I wouldn't say rush, but you want the ultimate. Once you have the ultimate, you are getting more Eureka, and it's gonna probably smooth out the Eureka refresh. So you have more Eureka, basically. Now, the only thing is, if only they so basically, to make a perfect Omega crazy impromptu team, you unironically want P1LF. Because then at that point, you are getting +1 AP, which helps a lot. Because I do think the only problem left here is just that it's so busy. It's just, the team is just so busy. Everybody wants to play, everyone wants to do her cards, you know? Their cards, and then you want to rush Barcarola Ultimate to get people into the quartet, you know? And then you want to do the ultimate with Voyager to do the other cosmic thing, I forgot the name. Orbital direction, if you want to focus someone down, like, you know, it's a lot of APs being cast. P1LF is massive. Yeah, P1LF is like ridiculous for the team. The plan was to pull Reiko into LF into Issa. Now we can ask Kiperina to the list FML. Also, fuck that Yuling you. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Kiperina looks really strong. I will be pulling, and then we will rely on RNGs for whoever the hell is coming in the limited patch. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.